A detail shop quoted one driver $150 for a full interior and paint package. He paid it, drove off, and 3 weeks later, it looked exactly like it did before he spent the money. What he didn't know is that almost everything in that package, the clay, the glass treatment, the trim restoration, uses ingredients already sitting in his kitchen cabinet, just repackaged with a markup, a coffee filter, a tube of toothpaste, and a half-used jar of coconut oil. Nothing about that lineup looks like a detailing kit, but between your kitchen cabinet and your bathroom sink is most of what that $150 appointment actually does, minus the markup, minus the weight, and minus most of the marketing. 13 of these hacks, the real ones and the ones to skip starting now. Hack 13, the clay bar, that detailers use before anything else. Run your hand across your hood after a fresh wash. If it still feels gritty, almost like fine sandpaper, that texture is not dirt your soap missed. It's contamination, bonded into the clear coat itself. Brake dust, tree sap, industrial fallout from the air. All of it sitting embedded in the paint at a level no sponge will ever reach. Most drivers wash the same car for years without realizing this layer exists underneath what looks clean. This is the part detailers don't advertise. The $200 paint correction package they sell almost always starts with the exact same $15 clay bar you can buy yourself. Spray the lubricant, glide the clay in straight lines, and you'll feel it grab. Actually, feel the contamination pulling free under your hand. Wipe, move to the next panel. Repeat. What was rough now feels like glass. Here's the part that matters most. Skip this step and go straight to wax, and you seal all that grit underneath a protective layer instead of removing it. Wax on top of contaminated paint is like painting over a dirty wall and hoping it looks clean. The clay bar isn't a luxury add-on. It's the one step that has to happen before anything else does. Hack 12, the $2 fix for windshield glare that glass cleaner never solves. Night driving, oncoming headlights, and suddenly, everything scatters into a hazy starburst across your windshield. You've cleaned that glass a dozen times. The haze always comes back, and most drivers eventually give up and assume it's just how older glass behaves. Or worse, that it's a problem with the glass itself rather than something sitting on top of it. What's actually on the glass isn't dirt. It's a thin film of silicone left behind by interior protectant sprays and the glass cleaners themselves, building up invisibly with every pass. Regular glass cleaner can't cut through its own residue. Isopropyl alcohol can. Pour it onto a clean microfiber cloth, wipe in overlapping passes, and watch the haze lift completely, with the alcohol evaporating clean. No streaks, no film left behind. This is also the exact prep step professional detailers use before applying any water-repelling coating because a coating bonded over silicone residue never holds. Skip this step and pay for a premium glass coating on top, and you're essentially gluing a good product to a dirty surface. Do this first, and whatever you put on after actually lasts. Hack 11. What's actually causing those black streaks on your windows? Every time you roll your windows up or down, a faint black smear appears on the glass. Most people assume it's just dirty glass and keep cleaning the wrong surface entirely, sometimes for years, without ever finding the actual source. The real culprit is the rubber window seal, the channel the glass slides through, which quietly accumulates years of dust, grime, and rubber breakdown that transfers straight onto the glass on every pass. A baby wipe pulled gently along that channel with the seal lifted slightly away from the door frame, pulls all of it out in one motion. Run the window up and down once while you work, and the streaks that have bothered you for months simply stop happening. There's a second benefit hiding in this one. Dry, neglected seals eventually crack and let water creep into the door. A slow problem that shows up much bigger later. By the time you notice damp carpet or a musty smell, the seal has usually been failing for months. Keeping that channel clean isn't just about the glass. It's quiet maintenance for a part of the car most people never think about until it fails. Hack 10. Restoring trim and paint with something from your pantry. Black trim that's gone gray. Paint that looks clean but flat, with no depth to it. The detail shop calls this a gloss treatment and charges accordingly. Usually as an add-on, nobody questions because it sounds technical enough to be worth the price. A small amount of pure coconut oil, worked in with a soft cloth and buffed off like wax, brings back a depth in the paint that's genuinely surprising the first time you see it. And on faded plastic trim, the transformation is even more dramatic, restoring that deep, almost new black instead of the chalky gray it's faded into. The oil's natural moisturizing and water-repelling properties work on the same principle as the Carnauba blends sold at 3 times the price. What makes this one worth keeping in the car is the range. The same small jar that revives your trim also conditions leather seats and vinyl surfaces in the exact same motion. It's the rare product that handles 3 completely different materials without needing 3 different bottles. 1 application, 3 different problems, and a jar that costs less than a single coffee run. Hack 9. The shampoo in your shower is a carpet extraction machine. Stained floor mats. Flattened carpet fibers, an odor that no air freshener quite covers because air fresheners only mask a smell. They never break it down. Most drivers eventually stop noticing it themselves until a passenger mentions it. Professional carpet extraction at a detail shop runs $80 to $150 and uses at its core a shampoo-based solution to lift the stain. The machine just speeds up the process. The chemistry is identical to what's already in your shower. Mixed with warm water and worked into the fibers with a stiff brush. Ordinary shampoo breaks down the oils and proteins that make up most carpet stains the same way it breaks down oil on hair. Blot it out with a dry towel, let it air dry, and the carpet lifts and brightens in a way that surprises most people the first time. One small addition makes the difference between masking odor and eliminating it. A few drops of white vinegar in the mix neutralizes smell at a molecular level, instead of just covering it with fragrance. Without it, the smell often creeps back within a week. Hack 8. The truth about toothpaste on glass. It works, but not everywhere. This is one of the internet's favorite car hacks, and it deserves the full truth instead of half of it. Toothpaste does work, but where you use it matters more than the trick itself, and almost every video skips that part entirely. On a cloudy, yellowed headlight lens, the mild abrasives in toothpaste genuinely cut through UV oxidation, the same way they polish enamel on teeth. AAA and several independent reviewers confirm this is real, not folklore. A soft cloth, a few minutes of circular motion, and a noticeably clearer lens. The catch most videos skip. It's a temporary fix, typically lasting weeks rather than months, because toothpaste doesn't seal the surface against UV the way a proper restoration coating does. Where this trick gets oversold is glass, windshields, and mirrors. Glass is a fundamentally different material than headlight plastic, and a deeper scuff or chip on glass needs actual glass polish, not dental paste. Trying toothpaste on a windshield chip usually wastes 10 minutes and leaves the scuff right where it started. Use toothpaste on headlights where it genuinely works. Skip it on the windshield. Hack 7. Petroleum jelly. Does what tire dressing does for a fraction of the cost. Dry, sun-faded tire sidewalls make even a freshly washed car look tired and neglected. The detail shop's tire dressing package promises deep black restoration. For $60 to $100 as part of a wheel service most owners add on without ever checking what's actually inside the bottle they're paying for. Most tire dressings on the shelf are simply silicone or petroleum-based formulas with fragrance and a premium label. Plain petroleum jelly, worked into the sidewall with a cloth, does the identical job, penetrating dry rubber, restoring the dark color, and leaving a clean satin finish, rather than the greasy overshine that makes some dressings look artificial. It also slows the oxidation that eventually causes that rubber to crack. The detail here that's easy to miss, silicone-based dressings tend to sling off onto your fenders the moment you start driving, leaving spotty residue behind. You've probably seen those greasy little speckles on a freshly washed fender and never connected them back to the Tire Shine product. A petroleum-based treatment bonds to the rubber and stays where you put it for weeks, not hours. Hack 6. Why? That sticker. Residue comes off clean with one household spray. An old parking permit, a dealer sticker, a registration tag, all leaving behind a sticky ghost outline that collects dirt and never quite looks finished, no matter how many times you scrub it with soap and water and a fingernail. A petroleum-based household lubricant spray, given 30 to 60 seconds to soak into the adhesive before you start peeling, breaks the bond completely. The sticker lifts in one piece from a corner, and what's left behind wipes away with a microfiber cloth and zero ghosting. This is the same petroleum solvent principle behind every specialty adhesive remover sold at a markup. The chemistry doing the work is nearly identical, just without the brand name on the can. What's genuinely useful here is the Range Beyond stickers. The same spray lifts tar, road paint splatter, and bug residue, using the exact same softening action, meaning one bottle replaces what would otherwise be 3 separate specialty products. That's the kind of multi-purpose item worth keeping in the trunk rather than buried on a garage shelf. Hack 5. A lemon, baking soda, and headlights. That look brand new. Cloudy, yellowed headlights don't just look old, they meaningfully cut your nighttime visibility, sometimes by a significant margin, because that oxidation layer scatters light instead of focusing it where it needs to go. Most drivers never connect their worsening night vision back to this specific cause. Cut a lemon, dip the cut face into baking soda to create a mild abrasive paste, and work it directly onto the lens in firm circular motions. The citric acid breaks down the oxidation layer while the baking soda gently polishes the surface clear underneath. The same 2 mechanisms, acid plus abrasion, that commercial restoration kits charge $20 to $40 to bottle separately. Rinse, dry, and the difference is immediate. This is one of those rare hacks where the safety case matters as much as the savings. A genuinely bogged headlight is a real visibility hazard at night, and a 50-cent piece of fruit doing meaningful work toward fixing. That is the kind of trade that's hard to argue with. Most drivers wait months before addressing cloudy headlights simply because they assume the fix requires a trip to the auto parts store. Hack 4. Saram. Why coffee filters beat every cloth. You've tried on your dashboard a paper towel leaves lint, irregular cloth streaks. Every attempt to wipe down a dusty dashboard seems to leave something behind instead of taking something away, no matter how careful or gentle you try to be with it. A plain white coffee filter, slightly dampened, is lint-free by design, the exact quality detailers pay for in their microfiber applicators. And its faint texture lifts dust and grease without leaving fibers scattered across your trim. Wipe the dash, the console, the door panels, and what comes out is matte and genuinely streak-free every single time. A sleeve of 200 filters costs about as much as a single coffee shop drink and lasts for dozens of details. The same filter works just as well on glass screens and instrument clusters, exactly the surfaces where lint is most visible and most annoying. Meaning, the one item in your kitchen drawer solves 2 completely different annoyances in the car. Most drivers keep a separate cloth just for screens without realizing the filter in their kitchen drawer already does the job better. Hack 3. The century-old newspaper trick for the inside of your windshield. The inside of a windshield fogs up faster than the outside, and most drivers never notice the cause. Off-gassing from the plastic dashboard and vinyl trim slowly coats that interior glass in an oily film no amount of wiping with a cloth seems to fully clear. It's the haze that makes night driving feel worse than it should, with no obvious explanation why. Spray your glass cleaner as usual, but instead of wiping with a paper towel, crumple a sheet of old newspaper and use that instead. The slight texture in newsprint fibers polishes the glass while absorbing the cleaner completely, leaving 0 lint and 0 streaks. A trick detailers have used quietly for longer than fiberglass cloths have existed. The clarity difference on the first try makes you wonder why you ever bothered with anything else. Make this a once-a-month habit rather than a one-time fix, and that oily film from the dashboard never gets the chance to build up. Which means the haze that used to make night driving uncomfortable simply stops returning. Hack 2. The $8 fix for an AC that smells like a damp basement. Turn the AC on and the cabin smells musty before the air even gets cold. Most people assume something in the system is failing. It usually isn't. It's moisture and microbial growth quietly living inside the vent channels themselves, Somewhere, a cabin filter swap never reaches, no matter how many times you replace it. A can of foam. AC vent cleaner, sprayed directly into each vent opening, expands inside that channel and breaks down the mold and bacteria, causing the smell at the source, rather than masking it with a fragrance. Run the AC on full blast for a few minutes afterward to push the loosened residue completely through the system, and the smell disappears immediately rather than fading slowly over days. One extra step makes the difference between a temporary fix and a complete one. Switching the AC to recirculate for 10 minutes after treatment pulls the foam through every channel in the system. The same complete clean result a mechanic charges a premium for, using equipment that's really just doing what an $8 can already does. Skip that final step and you've only cleaned part of the system, which is why the smell sometimes creeps back within weeks. Hack 1. Shoe polish brings tires back to showroom. Black faded sidewalls and chalky white lettering make even a freshly detailed car look neglected. The tire restoration add-on at most detail shops bundles this into a $60 to $100 wheel package, usually presented as the finishing touch that makes the whole detail look complete and worth the price. Plain black shoe polish, worked into the sidewall with a cloth or brush, restores the deep black color and brings faded white lettering back to a crisp, clean contrast, working on the exact same bond and restore principle as the $20 tire gels sold at auto parts stores. Buff lightly once it's set, and the difference next to an untreated tire is immediate. The real advantage shows up days later, not in the moment. Silicone-based tire dressings tend to sling off the tire and spatter onto your fenders the first time you drive. Anyone who's seen those telltale specks on a freshly washed fender knows the look. Shoe polish bonds into the rubber itself and stays exactly where you put it for weeks, which means one application genuinely lasts through multiple car washes instead of disappearing after the first highway drive. Most of what a detail shop sells you is chemistry that's already sitting somewhere in your house. They're just charging for the convenience of not knowing that. The two things worth remembering before you try any car hack you see online. Ask what it's actually made of and ask whether the person sharing it has corrected themselves when something doesn't hold up. That second part is rarer than it should be.